Hi everyone, Flora Stage here, and I got my voice back. Last week it was a little bit touch and go, but today I want to talk with you about having a come to Jesus moment. So a come to Jesus moment basically is when something happens in your life, some type of breaking point, and you realize that you can no longer stay with the status quo. Okay, so first of all, before I share the content, I want you to like and share this video because I haven't been doing videos the last couple weeks, and so this will kind of activate my page again. And so, hi Sarah. So go ahead and like and share the video. Hi Abdul. And just let people know that my page is awake because, like I said, my voice is now back after a couple weeks of it not being. So, all right, come to Jesus moments. These are moments when, like I said, something happens in our life. Something breaks. Shit hits the fan. Hi, Michelle. And you realize that you can't live life this way anymore. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ashley. Yay! So, this could be a health scare, this could be a divorce, this could be the death or birth of someone. It could be just a milestone that you've reached in your life. And I really want you to think about, when was the last time you had a come to Jesus moment, or you had a breaking point where you knew you had to make a change. Hi Lindsay, hi Maria. So I want you to think about this. I really want you to think about this. Some of my come to Jesus moments were when I saw my father and he was dying of cancer, and I went up to visit him about 5 years ago, and actually it was a little over 5 years ago now, and I saw how fragile he was and just how his whole life was, and I was like, excuse the vernacular, I was like, fuck this. So I went back home and I made major changes in my life. I asked for a divorce, I made major changes in my business, and major changes in my life because I'm like, I knew that something needed to change. Hi Alicia, hi Rachel. So I want you to think about, what breaking points have you had in your life? Another breaking point of mine was when it was kind of a literal breaking point. I re-injured my back when I fell down the stairs, and I had to get back surgery. And that was a huge breaking point in my life, no pun intended. But I realized that I needed to set up more automation in my business so that I could recover from my surgery and not have to worry about a certain amount of content or whatever. So when we have a shitstorm happen and a breaking point happen, we make change because we have no other choice. But the key is, you don't have to wait for a breaking point to happen. You don't have to wait for that come to Jesus moment in your life to happen. You can create a come to Jesus moment. You can create that breaking point, or that event that catapults you into action and that catapults you into a new way of being. So how do you do that? How do you create this type of shift or energy awareness in your life? First and foremost, I really want you to just look at your life for what it is and be really honest with yourself. Be really freaking honest in saying, okay, this is my life. This is my life. Do I love it? Do I hate it? What do I love about it? What do I hate about it? And yes, hate is a very strong word. But there are things that we do many times that we hate. We don't like doing it, but we just keep sucking it up and doing it anyway. And really think about the energy that you're holding when you're sucking it up and doing it anyway. That's an energy of sometimes resentment, sometimes, oh, this sucks, but I gotta do this. I actually got a text from someone this morning, and they're like, good morning, and then like this panic face. I'm like, what's with the face? And he's like, it's Monday morning, fuck this. And I'm like, oh my God, really? I love Monday mornings. And it was kind of funny because, you know, again, our paradigm, our reality is based on our thoughts and what we do and what we have going on in our day. So I want you to think about, how do you love your life? Do you love it a lot? Do you love it a little? And then think about the one thing that is fucking everything else up in your life, okay? And this is something that usually, if left, well, just left alone, will create a breaking point or a come to Jesus moment in your life, okay? It could be your health. It could be your finances. It could be something in your business. I've had major changes happen in my business. Major changes, like unbelievably major changes in my business, especially over the last couple months. Even this past week, we've had major changes. And like one from last week literally was months in the making. And I finally got to that breaking point. I finally got to that, like, nope, I'm being totally taken advantage of. This is absolutely just shocking, and I'm done. I am absolutely done. Very unethical behavior on somebody else's part, and I was like, I'm done with this. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Lori. And so I just said, okay, what do I want? What do I need to have happen? And what do I want? And I made a list and I made it happen. And so today I encourage you to look at those things that you're like, oh, hell no. And you're just like, you get heated about it. Or every time you think about it, you feel your energy drop. Or you feel yourself getting pissed. Or you feel yourself feeling resentment. And notice the bullshit, okay? All of this is bullshit. All of these things are things that we're just putting up with because we don't want to take the time to deal with them. Sometimes we feel like we don't have the time to deal with them. This one issue that's been in my business for a couple years and finally dealt with it last week, I knew that I should have done it a couple years ago. And I realized, I was talking myself out of doing it simply because I felt that that something was so specialized that I had to stay with the status quo. Hi, Shelly. But that was a bullshit story that I was telling myself. Until finally I got to that point where I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm done. This is stupid. This is bullshit, and I need to stop it. So, and I'm sharing with you all of these little experiences in my life is because all of us have these little random things that happen. Yes, cancer is a huge thing, but also these other little random things that happen in our life that lead up to these big events. So think about and listen to the mind chatter that's going on in your head. And like I said, ask yourself, what are you just putting up with? What are you tolerating? And what do you absolutely love that you're like, oh, hell yes, this is so good. This feels so fluid. This feels so good. Fuck yeah, this feels awesome. And so notice those hell yeah moments in your life and notice this is bullshit moments in your life and start to focus on the bullshit moments. Start to focus on those bullshit energies that are in your life that are causing you to feel the way that you don't really want to feel. You know what I mean? And make a list of these things. Really make a list and be really honest with yourself and say, okay, what is going on in my life that I really do not like? And write them down. And then just say, why have I been putting up with this? How long has this been an issue for me? And what really needs to happen in order for me to make this change? Again, usually people won't change until they hit a breaking point. Change is the only constant that we can count on. It is the only constant. Change is the only thing that is never changing because change always happens, And so when you recognize that something has served you in the past, yes, this was great for this time, but as you grow and evolve, so do your needs, so do your wants, so do your desires, so do your requirements of whatever it is that you have going on. So this is something that when you can give yourself permission to finally say, okay, this is what I've been tolerating and putting up with. What do I really want to have instead? And then you can get very clear about what the direction is that you want to go in. So many people, especially when we talk about manifesting, because I'm all about manifesting. And so many people, when they talk about manifesting, never even mention what they don't like or don't want. I think you're missing a big point when you do that. When you do look at what you don't want, what you don't like, what the bullshit is, then right there, that's your jumping off point of what you do want, because that right there gets you so clear about what you want and what you're no longer willing to tolerate in your life. So today, my challenge for you is this. One, write out your life as it is right now. All the things you love, all the things you hate, and everything in between. And then ask yourself, what am I tolerating? What am I just putting up with? Because whatever reason it might be lack of money, it might be lack of time, it might be you don't want to rock the boat, whatever it is, give yourself permission to just say, okay, what am I tolerating in my life and why? And then ask yourself, okay, what do I really want instead of this bullshit? What do I really want instead of this that's going on here? And write it out. If you have a challenging relationship with your partner, what do you want? Do you want a divorce? Do you want to go to counseling or therapy? Do you want to just have a heart-to-heart and say, look, dude, stop being a jerk. I'll stop being a bitch. Or whatever it is. I mean, seriously, so many people get caught up in these bullshit stories that we tell ourselves in our heads. And if you just lay it out on the line and just say, okay, this is what I want, and whatever, this is what I have. How can I get from where I am now to where I want to be? And again, it's identifying where you're at, what you have, what you like, what you don't like, and then identifying what you do want, and then starting to take the steps to get you there. Okay? But it all takes time. You have to sit down and get real with yourself and get honest. Whether you're a business owner or you're not a business owner, this is something that you must do if you want to change the status quo of your life, if you want to have a better life, if you want to feel more happy and more fulfilled. Happiness is fleeting. Fulfillment, that's what lasts forever. Okay, that's what lasts. That is the result of when you make conscious decisions on a daily basis. When you consciously say, yes, I want to do this because I want to do it. I want to do this because it feels good. I want to do this because I know this action or thing is going to bring me to where I want to go. Okay, so today, brainstorm, write out your life. This is how it is. Bam, this is what I love, this is what I don't love, and everything in between. And then pick apart the stuff you don't love. How long has this been going on in your life? Why are you tolerating it? Why are you choosing to tolerate it? What do you want instead? And what's one thing that you can do to help you get to where you want to go? Okay? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. And if you want to skip the things that you love, you can just write down, what's the bullshit right now? What's all the bullshit that's going on in my life? Okay? What's the bullshit? Really ask yourself that. Write it out. Why am I tolerating this? What do I want instead? What's one thing that I can do to move me in the direction that I want to go? And take action. This is your life. If you don't do anything, your life is going to stay exactly the same or get worse. Seriously. I see so many people not take action. Not taking action is still taking an action. That you're still choosing to stay where you're at. Okay, that's like when you go for poker and you've got your hand and you're like, oh yeah, I got my hand, what's up, and you've got everybody going around making their bets and whatever. You can just go, I stay or check or whatever it is, like when you don't want to do anything and you're just kind of waiting for everybody else to make their move. You've still made a move, okay? So today is your day to play the hand that you have, to fold, to ask them for a redeal or whatever it is. I don't know, I don't really play cards, but this is your time. If you're not willing to make a change, if you're not willing to do something different, know that you're going to have the exact same life tomorrow that you did today. And the exact same life in a year that you do today. And it might even be worse because when you don't take action, many times that causes you to stagnate. And that causes you to, again, have those oh shit moments where you have a breaking point. And there you go. There you have a come to Jesus moment where you have to make a change. You have to make a shift. And a lot of the times, it's scary as hell because you're like, oh shit, now I have to make a choice. It's better when you can voluntarily make the change and make the choice on your terms instead of somebody else's terms. So, share this video with anyone that you feel needs to hear this message today. And if you are ready to not only start making changes in your life, but if you're ready to get my help every single day of the month, then I have a special surprise for you. I have a group called the Mastermind Mafia, and I have a special 15-day trial membership for just $10. So click the link below. Join for just $10 for a 15-day trial. What that's going to get you is access to all the classes and programs that I've ever done, that I've ever recorded, and also give you access to all of the live calls that we do inside the Mastermind Mafia. We have all kinds of support calls. So what these support calls mean for you is that you no longer have to do this on your own. You no longer have to navigate your life or your business on your own. You have my personal support, plus you have peer support of everyone that's already part of the Mastermind Mafia. So if you want to finally make a change and you want someone to walk with you every step of the way, click the link and join us. Steve says, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Yes, I love that song. Nolan Smith says, thank you, I needed this. You are so very, very welcome. Yes, so click the link below. Join us inside the Mastermind Mafia today. Maria says, I'm doing this today. Yes, yes, yes. Lindsay says, thank you, Flora. Getting right on it. Absolutely. And Lindsay is also a member of the Mastermind Mafia. You know, this is something that is so exciting, and I see the Mastermind Mafia change lives. So click the link below, join us, and I'll see you on the inside. Mwah! Love you all. Bye.